Tonight we have part 2 of Mike Seidel's special weather series called Skywatchers, and you're going to take us to Dover Air Force Base.
That's right. I finally got a chance to get into a C-5A
on
my trip up there. That was a lot of fun. Steve, accurate forecasts are critical because of the air traffic in and out of the Dover Air Force Base. This puts a lot of pressure on the meteorologists there. Tonight, we take a look at the base's Skywatchers.
Dover Air Force Base is home to one of the largest transport planes in the world, the C-5. It is also a refueling point for many aircraft traveling to and from Europe. With so many planes taking off and landing, the airbase depends on the accuracy of 20 people from the base weather office. Here at Dover Air Force Base, forecasters are concerned not only with weather conditions here on the shore, but halfway around the world. But their biggest concern is the safety of pilots and crews that leave here on flights daily.
Every time an aircrew leaves, we are responsible for his weather wherever he is going. If he happens to be going to Germany or to Hawaii or down to Central America, we are responsible for ensuring that he is aware of all the weather conditions he could possibly run into during his flight.
After the weather conditions are gathered from charts and satellite pictures, the forecasters give a pre-flight briefing to the pilots and crew. This provides them with an accurate forecast of weather conditions throughout their flight. Dover Air Force Base also uses a small civilian staff of forecasters to ensure continuity. These local residents don't get a new assignment every year or two, so they learn to understand the local climate.
We have a lot of local effects here, and that's one of the purposes of continuity, is you start learning your local effects on your different bays, and like a northeast wind in the wintertime, you know you're going to get low stratus and fog here. It's just local effects that you know and you learn as you get the experience on station.
The meteorologists are constantly evaluating how they did on each and every forecast.
Every time we issue a warning, we have to make sure that it verifies or it doesn't verify, and if it doesn't, we have to explain why it didn't. We also do that with any forecast we put out. We are always evaluating our performance to make sure that we can put out the highest quality product to the customer.
And the customer, the pilots and crew who fly these planes, trust the forecaster's judgment the same as they trust the air traffic controllers who guide them into the sky.
Tomorrow night in part 3 of Skywatchers, you'll go behind the scenes here at the station. You'll see how the weather segment comes together before it hits the evening newscast. It's really a look at my day here at work at WBOC. Should be a lot of fun.
All right.
And if you don't know how it all comes together, watch tomorrow night at 7.
It's very interesting. But actually, Mike hasn't had to work too hard lately because really there haven't been any major problems weather-wise.
Very quiet. All the excitement's been out to our west, and we set a record today. Actually tied a record.
All right.
I'll tell you what that was and have the forecast for tomorrow through the weekend coming up next.